Hi, welcome to therottenrebel. I'm here with the one and only Sandra Solomon Fragrance.
Hi everyone.
Welcome back to yet another comparison. Super exciting because we are going to compare one of my fragrances for life, Dior Sauvage Elixir. Oh my. Against Ambassador Intense. So I did a review of Ambassador Intense from Gisada recently. I'm going to link to that one above, so please do make sure to check it out. There are definitely some similarities between these two, and that's the reason why I asked you to help me with this comparison. Now, if you tried both of these, then I would love to know how you feel about them. Do you feel that they are super similar, that they just bear some resemblance to each other, or what? Put it in the comments. So let's start with the original Dior Sauvage Elixir. So some of the notes are cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, grapefruit, lavender, licorice, sandalwood, amber, patchouli, and Haitian vetiver.
Something spicy, woody, sweet, fresh coming at you right away.
Oof. Oh, okay. Oh my. This is so good. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely spicy, something like citrusy sweet about it. You can definitely pick up the lavender.
Yeah.
There's something else to it as well. And I do feel that this is not just like traditional note structure, top, mids, and base. It feels like a lot of notes come in quite quickly.
Yes.
Fantastic. There's this sort of a blend of something sparkling, something smooth, balsamic almost. Awesome. So I think we both can agree that the opening is a fantastic
Yes.
one. Let's move on to the dry down.
Yeah, and you still have the same vibe as in the opening, but now it's more soft and like blended together in the most perfect way. This is a very inviting yet masculine and attractive kind of scent.
Yeah, that lavender is still present in the dry down.
Yes.
There's licorice, it's definitely woody, and there's a bit of patchouli and a hint of vetiver as well. This is something that to me is a bit hard to explain. You just gotta experience the scent.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. There's a hint of something sweet in it as well. And to me, it's also a bit sort of a balsamic smoothish.
Yes.
Fantastic dry down. I absolutely love it.
Fantastic dry down and with that hint of the licorice. And do not shy away from this if you don't like licorice, because the licorice in this one is just perfect.
So for me, when it comes to vibe and occasions, this one has always been something that is like this crazy balance between something super sexy and elegant.
Yeah.
And it's always been a crazy compliment get it. This is definitely one of my most complimented scents ever. I absolutely love it. So that's sort of the vibe. When it comes to the usage, I'm gonna say you can pretty much use it anywhere. I mean, yes, definitely more leaning towards fall, winter, and spring, but I use this late summer as well and during summer nights. And the way this thing spreads when it's slightly warm outside is amazing. So that's how I view this one when it comes to sort of a usage and the vibe. What about you?
Yeah, I think the vibe in this one is it's dressed up, it's elegant, it's very masculine and the kind of attractive scent. And I think you can use it to any occasion. I think you definitely can wear it to work, but it's like I wouldn't waste this on work. I would use it to like when you're going out with friends or you're meeting up with something.
Something. Someone, I hope.
Yes, if you're meeting up, I hope you're not meeting up with something.
Like a blow-up doll, something.
Yeah.
No.
No. When you are meeting
I'm
up
not
with
judging
someone. No. So when you are meeting up with someone or you are being dressed up, this is the perfect one to like amplify your outfit.
So let's try the opening of Gisada Ambassador Intense. Now the notes are so many, so I'm just gonna let them roll. So how do you feel about Gisada Ambassador Intense?
Definitely not close to Elixir's opening. The opening of Gisada Intense is very different. It's kind of woody, it's kind of fruity,
Yes.
a bit floral, just a hint of sweetness, lots of freshness. I think it's a wonderful opening, but it's very different to Elixir.
Okay, I actually feel that there's some similarity in the opening, but just like you said, there's definitely a dose of something sort of a fruity, and at least according to me, also like fruity sweet in the opening of this one. This to me really opens up in a like spicy, citrusy, fresh way with a bit of sweetness to it. So like pink pepper, something citrusy fresh, and there's a dose of something slightly smoky behind it.
Yeah.
So quite an interesting opening, and an opening I feel pretty much everyone will love getting away from.
Yeah.
So you didn't find any similarities between the two in the opening, but I do feel there's something sort of similar, but there's also something that really sort of separates them too, and I really enjoy the opening of Gisada Ambassador Intense. Let's try the dry down.
Yes, and it's softer, it's still very citrusy, it's slightly woody, and compared to Elixir, this is not as dark and woody as I think that Elixir is. And this is more fruity, citrusy sweet, and Elixir is more licorice, deep kind of sweet.
Yeah, I really like the dry down of Gisada Ambassador Intense. To me, it's like everything, maybe except the opening, which is like, it pops at you quite a bit. Everything about Ambassador Intense, even though it's strong, to me it's strong in a sort of a dark and smooth way.
Yeah.
And the dry down to me is really something softish, woody, with a super soft kind of leather, a bit of patchouli, and a sweetness. And that sweetness is like a blend of vanilla and a hint of caramel, something like that.
Yeah.
Very likable, very easy to wear, extremely sort of a sexy, but with an elegant touch to it.
Yes, and I do think that in the dry down I get more similarities between the two. But I do think that Gisada is more fruity and sweet than Elixir. And definitely they are both dark kind of fragrances, but if we are going to like compare the darkness, Dior Elixir is darker and deeper, and Gisada is more fruity, bright and deep.
So some of the biggest differences, at least according to this nose right here, is that Sauvage Elixir has a prominent dose of licorice, which does not exist in the same way in Gisada. And Sauvage Elixir is more woody than Gisada Ambassador Intense. This one, however, has a bigger dose of sweetness than Elixir. This kind of sweetness does not exist in Elixir. And I also feel that the sort of the overall scent in Gisada is actually slightly darker and smoother and a bit more sort of muted in the Gisada if I compare it to Elixir. So vibes and occasions for both sexy and elegant. Oh my god. This one the same, sexy and elegant. I'm gonna say that I probably think that Elixir is a bit sexier. When it comes to the elegance, I think they are sort of tied. When it comes to usage, use both whenever you want to stand out in a crowd in a magnificent way. Both of these are signature worthy scents. Both of these are statement scents that will make you stand out in a crowd for sure. Seasons, fall, winter and spring for both, but please do make sure to try them out during those sort of slightly warm summer evenings as well. I quickly want to touch on the performance of these, even though we are going by the scent right now. So the performance of both are really good. But I mean, Sauvage Elixir is a true beast. So at least on my skin, Sauvage Elixir performs better. So it's time. Which of these would you choose if you could only choose one, and why?
So I think both of these are great, and Sauvage Elixir will always be a 10, but Gisada Ambassador Intense is also a great one, and I'm gonna give it a 9. So you see the differences are not that big.
So here are my thoughts on this. Both are fantastic scents. You can't go wrong with any of them. But if let me put it this way. You know when you find a scent that has something that just makes you addicted. There's something intoxicating about it that you just want more and more and more of. I get that with Elixir. That's the reason why it's one of my fragrances for life, and that's the reason why I am going to choose that one over Gisada Ambassador Intense. With that said, I'm so happy I bought Gisada Ambassador Intense. Yes, there are similarities between the two, but both are fantastic. Please like this video, thank you, I really do appreciate it. Make sure you comment with which of these you prefer. Head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance channel. I'm gonna link to her channel in the description below. It's up to her, it's up to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.